here in Devora after being meeting in Hungary, and this time then you did the group in Greece. And please tell me, if you can, your feelings about all this ecological turn of the planet, all this new consciousness that humanity is finding itself at this point of a time. Do you think we're going to win the bet for all that's happening to save the planet?
Let's say that things are in balance at the moment. It's like a situation of a very precarious nature. We're reaching a point where unless something fairly radical changes fairly soon, then humanity is really doing something very dangerous in relation to its survival upon the earth. And that is something which, let's say, more and more people are becoming aware of.
So this is a good thing.
It's a good thing that people are becoming aware, but it's not a good thing that we've let it get to the point where it's critical before it is that humanity is waking up to the situation.
Certainly, yes. What is the Aura-Soma point of view on this subject, and what, if you want, is the contribution of Aura-Soma into it?
Aura-Soma is very much a company, a system that is really looking at how we can help in that awakening process in relation to the being of the earth and her needs at this point in time. If it is that we deal with the farm that grows the herbs that goes into the products in a way that is really looking towards the most natural and most effective way to build the vitality in the plants for the benefit of the product, then when somebody uses those products, they're actually immersing themselves in that sense of what the consciousness is that is, kind of in that stream of working with nature rather than man's imposition on nature, which is more the traditional farming route where, you put so much chemicals on, and then it is that the soil will respond to provide the particular crops that you want, but in turn the soil is becoming more and more depleted, less and less able to do what it is that it could do.
Mm-hmm. You see that you travel a lot, as we all know. Do you see that what we call environmental consciousness is active equally in the East and West?
I think that generally the situation is now similar in most places in the world. You could say there's places where the tradition of the green movement in terms of Germany or New Zealand, where it's been more part of the culture for longer, it's almost like other places are having to catch up with that. But in the same way, is because things have been there for a long time, it doesn't mean that they're effective in relation to the message of what needs to change. And so it is that I see it more like a global awakening, even though there are some things where it is more in the awareness of the general public in certain areas than in others.
Mm-hmm. We met 1 year before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that is a new wave of people coming to Aura-Soma and be interested about all that is happening to this life system? Because I have this feeling.
Yes, I think that at this point in time, new people are coming into the awareness of the implications of what colour is in their lives, and using these tools, which are the Aura-Soma products, to help themselves in their journey towards themselves. And part of that is also being able to respond, to be responsible in relation to our situation on the earth, and responsible in relation to one another.
Mm-hmm. So, first time I heard about these astrochemical salts,
Mm-hmm.
these ones.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us some things about those?
It's basically every cell in the body has core nutrients that helps it to function optimally. Let's say that through what we understand in an Aura-Soma perspective is you are the colours you choose, and these reflect your being's needs. So you are the colours you choose means that the colours that you choose reflect the consciousness of what it is that you are. It's a consciousness of all of the aspects of your mental, emotional, spiritual and physical well-being. So then the being's needs, the physical part of the being's needs, are the cellular level of the information that is needed for those cells to optimally function. The being's needs, therefore, are reflected in the colours that we choose. Somebody particularly chooses a yellow-red bottle, it means that they're going to have a relationship in terms of their needs with two cell salts, which would be magnesium phosphate and also kalium phosphate. That would be the yellow salt with the red salt. And so when we do that analysis, or when we do that selection of bottles, we're actually also saying, well, actually at a cellular level, this would be information from the salts that would be helpful in relation to the cellular nutrition, helping to bring about more of a holistic health.
So it's very helpful for every day.
Yeah. Very, very helpful for giving the background information that we're likely to be depleted in. Say, for example, you are a particular star sign, and your star sign is, for example, Pisces. And then in your colour bottles you are attracted to the deep magenta bases. There's a correlation between the Piscean salt, ferrum phos, the iron salt within the cell salts, and that Piscean energy. So we tend to use up what we are, not what we're not. So the idea is, in the same way as with the colours, we supplement with the colours that you choose to be able to give yourself back to yourself. The same thing with the salts. Like somebody who's Piscean, who's attracted to that deep magenta salt, is also working with the ferrum phos. It's a sort of a relationship that seems to work across many levels.
Mm-hmm. Great. Sounds great to me. How was your visit in Greece and the star within we had last week?
I really felt there was a new beginning in Greece. I've enjoyed many times going to Athens or going to Crete and so on, but I really felt in this group a new beginning, different people emerging. There were some old teachers there, some teachers that have worked with Aura-Soma for a long time, but even within them I felt a new spirit emerging, and I feel this is very positive in Greece at this point in time.
It makes me very happy also. When is your next visit to Greece?
I can't answer that question, Michael.
I
don't know. I would like to say that I look forward to whenever that can be, and that's not necessarily so much in my hands as your hands and your negotiation with the people who organise my diary.
Yeah. What is that you would like to say to the readers of Feng Shui and Modern Life, and to those who are going to see this interview?
I think that my principal feeling, about the magazine is that it's bringing a new understanding into the Greek language, into the Greek understanding, and that new understanding is also something very ancient. And I think that it's very needed at this time that new perspectives begin to emerge. And I think the essence space that you created, which is joined in some ways to the magazine, is a very beautiful space to be able to begin the new work. And I think that many people will find that a resource, and that space a resource in relation to working with themselves and what it is that they can access through that space to be able to go deeper into the kind of subjects that you're touching in the magazine. All of these things are useful at this point in time to be able to take people out of the traditional ways of looking at things and to begin to look at things from different perspectives. And I think we as humanity need to do that. We need to look at things in a new way, because some of the old ways have led us to the critical point with the earth and the being of the earth that we're in at the moment. So new ways of looking at things that are also steeped in the most ancient wisdom are very, very much important in my mind at this point in time.
I'm glad, because this is the spirit behind everything.
Mm.
So, thank you very much.
Okay.
Now we've been seen.
Good.
Looks good.